Last year was a fruitful year for PBSP. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, allow me to thank our members, donors, and partners for making 2012-2013 a better year. With your continuing support and confidence, your foundation remains steadfast in its mission of harnessing the private business sector's collective action to reduce poverty and to achieve development that is inclusive of the less fortunate. We've also gone a long way in our development programs. Our goal in program delivery is to scale up anti-poverty efforts, especially with the establishment of the platforms for collective engagements in health, education, environment, and livelihood and enterprise development. We've disbursed over 1 billion pesos for our programs last fiscal year and have impacted close to 1.2 million households. We are grateful to our new members, and we hope you remain committed to our mission for many years to come. We continue to manage the implementation of 2 major tuberculosis control and management projects that are aligned with the National TB Program or NTP. These are the 2.76 billion peso grant from the Global Fund and the 1.18 billion grant from the United States Agency for International Development or USAID. While we have gained headways, tuberculosis continues to be a major health concern for the country. With these 2 projects, we hope to step up our efforts to reduce TB mortality by 50% in 2015.
Ang katong gikuan namo, katong primero jud na kong attend sa training namo kadtog yung monitoring nya aron pud ma-up to date ang among pag-follow up sa mga pasyente whether they are already karang cured ba. Kay mas maayo manindot man pud paminawon gud nga high ang imong cure rate, high pud ang imong detection rate nya kalanglitan katong pasyente nga kanang kuan unsengan nga positive to siya at naa siya mga bata amo na pud to ma-follow up matambalan sa itong mga bata nga kuan aron dili mag-anam og kadaghan ang mga tibihon.
We continue to support Bayanihan Pampaaralan or BP as our flagship project in education. BP is an initiative under the 5775 Consortium that aims to build new classrooms in order to reduce the Philippine classroom backlog. This is a private sector-led project to assist government in addressing this educational concern.
So dako kay katabang ma'am ang classrooms nga gihatag diri sa MOS PBSP, especially sa pagsulbad sa mo ang lack of classroom nga sa mo ang mga bata. So sa una ang amo ang mga bata na magpasilong sa ilawom sa kahoy nya ug mag-uwan magtuo pero sa pagsuroy sa taga PBSP nga gihatagan mi ang classroom especially sa Kahoy Elementary School dako kayong na tabang sa imuang eskwelahan. Gawa sa classrooms nakahatag sila og kini siyang learning resource center nga para pagpakuan sa mga library nya ang computer sa nakahatag sa computer ang PBSP through PBSP gikan na siya sa Accenture gawa sa building na sa kural nga gihatag niya o gihatag sa PBSP.
The series of calamities and disasters that hit the country, especially Typhoon Yolanda, was a wake-up call to us all. PBSP is all the more driven in its efforts to rehabilitate critical ecosystems, halt further damage to the environment, and step up disaster preparedness and adaptation to changing weather conditions and landscapes. One of the critical programs we must invest in is mangrove rehabilitation, as they are not only sanctuaries for biodiversity that protect water sources and ensure continued water supply, but mangrove trees also serve as the best defensive measure against flooding, landslides, and storm surges.
Ernesto Asayo Foundation, that's the name of our foundation. Ernesto Asayo Foundation. This is the social development arm of Mr. Yu Group of Companies, who is into 4 major component programs, one of which is environment. Even if it is not in line with our main business, you see we are into financing institution, but we are into environment because we believe that taking care of the environment is everybody's concern. Why PBSP? No? Why we partner PBSP? We have a lot of foundations are into environmental activities, but we chose PBSP because we believe in their advocacy, in their capacity, and their capability to help our programs to be implemented as we expect. We have been partnered with PBSP for almost 4 years already, and for 2 projects under environment, such as upland deforestation and mangrove deforestation, they have helped us a lot in implementing such.
Our Livelihood and Enterprise Development Program generates employment through the provision of financing and business development services to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Our Small and Medium Enterprise Credit, or SMEC program, disbursed 78.25 million to conduit rural banks and microfinance institutions, benefiting some 1,828 micro and small enterprises, thereby creating jobs in the countryside.
Sa una ug karon dako gyud kalainan ma'am tungod kay ang sa una nga wapay Swiss minus may pangabot sa among kabasakan. Pagkakaroon nga naana napundar ng maong Swiss, dako kay gikitabang sa mga farmers tungod kay mao na may tinugdanan amo sa tubig kanang Swiss dam ron. Mao na nga ang kalainan sa una ug karon dako gyud kay ang abot namo sa una minus ang pangabot sa among basakan ug sa pagkakaroon dako niuminto na ang abot sa among kabasakan tungod sa source of tubig. Nya dako kayong tabang na muna gikan sa Swiss o gikan sa nagdunor ani gikan ning Swiss nga nahimo karon kay hug sa langit na nga gikatabang na makapauminto sa among panginabuhian dinhi.
I move for health.
We move for livelihood.
I move for the environment.
We move for education.
We continue to push for our inclusive business agenda through our Center for Corporate Citizenship. Inclusive business is positioned as a strategic response to the challenge of rebuilding lives and uplifting 62.5% of the total Filipino households subsisting on an income of 18,000 pesos per month. We need to do this to make the country's economic gains inclusive of the less fortunate. We ended the fiscal year on a positive note as we met, if not exceeded, most of our targets. Most importantly, we recovered from the deficit incurred in the preceding year. This gives us renewed confidence that we face bigger challenges ahead.